The word house is used to talk about a building made for people to live in. The word home is used to talk about the family that lives inside that building. This weekend, 250 runners are heading down to the New River Gorge in West Virginia to a place they will call home. The Rim to River 100 is a second-year race that features beautiful views, gnarly climbs, and some of the best trails on the East Coast. However, this race didn't sell out because of those. This race is special because family is at the heart of it. To the runners returning for year 2, welcome home. To the new runners joining the family this year, we cannot wait to share this epic experience with you. Rim to River 100, it's the best family reunion. Let's start things off on the women's side. 5th place. I've got to go to Emily Warner, and she has a ton of experience in West Virginia Ultras.
Yeah, she took second at the Big Schloss 50K, running 6:48 back in September. And I'm delivering this line because Wesley cannot pronounce Schloss.
100% can. Big Slosh 50K. Lock it in. She finished 5th place at the Ring 77 miler, running 24:14.
And she took 5th place at the Cruel Jewel 50 miler back in 2019, running 16:13.
And again, run, rabbit, run. Nick Voss, say it with me. Run, rabbit, run. She took 5th place at that race back in 2014 at the 50-mile distance there.
Yeah, we're excited to see her out here. She's going to be really pumped up for this one, and we've got her finishing 5th place. So coming in 4th place, and I did just take a shot at Wesley for pronunciation, so now it's my turn.
Yeah, good luck.
We've got Gina Dollywall Schneider. Our apologies if we did not get that right, but coming off a DNF at the Virgil Crest 100 in September, we think she's going to be super motivated to finish at that race.
She won the Beast of Burden Summer Edition 100 miler, running 19:40 back in 2018.
And took 1st place at the Santa Barbara 100 in 2014, running 24:42.
Shout out to that race, by the way. I was out in Santa Barbara a couple years ago, and that one looks like an absolute fun one for most of those West Coasters, but we don't have to talk about that now. She's going to be absolutely one to watch on race day, and we cannot have it. Gina, we've got you finishing 4th place. 3rd place, I've got to go into an incredible runner from West Virginia. Ridge Runner Nation should know her extremely well, and that's Ann Swan. She finished 12th place at the Rim to River 100 last year, running 27:57.
And just a couple weeks ago, she won the Greenbrier River Marathon, running 2:46 this October. She's got the most top-end speed in this entire field, maybe even in the men's field.
It's not even close. It's not even close. She's easily the fastest person in this entire race if I had to pick someone, just on top-end speed alone. She won the Conowatch race 50K in August, running 5:24.
And then she also won the Grayson Highlands 50K in May, running 4 hours and 1 minute.
Her theme song should be this one. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Unless it's a 100-mile distance, she hasn't quite figured out. That was only a one-time race. This is the year. If there's anyone that can totally knock this race out of the park, it's Ann Swan. But the Ridge Runners, we've got you finishing 3rd place.
Coming in at 2nd place at this year's Rim to River 100 is going to be another familiar face to Ridge Runner Nation, but Sarah Wallace from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And we're actually going to toss it over to Sarah right now for a training update.
Cam and Wes asked me to make a quick video to share how I've been training for Rim to River this year. I want to start by saying I'm coming back to Rim to River after just having a blast there last year with beautiful scenery, awesome volunteers, and just so many great people all along the course. In terms of training, I mostly have just been doing kind of what I have done recently, which is use other ultras or other events to train for longer efforts. So I'm kind of riding the coattails of my training that helped with Eastern States. Oops, sorry about that, little cat visit. That helped with Eastern States back in August, and then with a awesome trip to do rim to rim to rim at the Grand Canyon with one of my good friends, and then Oil Creek 100K last weekend. In between that, it's just put in some miles and try to stay safe and healthy, and enjoy the miles that I get out there. Good luck to everyone at Rim to River. I'm excited to see you there.
Thanks, Sarah. She finished third last year at the inaugural Rim to River, running 23:54. It was a great place last year. We've got her coming in second this year, improving on last year.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's 100% gonna happen. You know, she took third place at the Oil Creek 100K on October 16th, running 16:14 as a final tune-up for this year's race.
She also took fifth place at Eastern States, running 33:05 on that gnarly course in Pennsylvania.
In June, she took sixth place at the Laurel Highlands Ultra, running 17:22.
And she won the Dogwood Ultra, a 24-hour event in April, running 100 miles at that one.
Yeah, we had her on Ridge Runners Live.
Yep, and she's going to be coming in second place at this year's Rim to River 100. Lock it in.
And taking home the win on the women's side, we've got it going to an incredible runner from Virginia, and that's Whitney Richmond. You know, she was the inaugural winner of the Rim to River 100 last year, and she absolutely crushed it at that race.
Yeah, and she also won the Blackbeard's Revenge 100 miler in March, running 17:39. And last year she even took second place at Desert Solstice 24-hour, running 139 miles.
Yeah, she was on Voss Talks talking about that. And you know, this race at Rim to River, you're looking at the entire field, it's her race to lose. You know, she does have Desert Solstice coming up again in December. I don't care. Literally, I think she's going to totally go out there and absolutely crush it like she did last year. She's going to be locked in, ready to go. Whitney Richmond, we've got to take on the top spot at this year's Rim to River 100.
Transitioning over now to the men's race at the 2021 Rim to River 100 miler, we've got fifth place going to Wesley Harton from Logan, Utah. We're gonna toss it over to Wesley now for a training update.
Ridge Runner Nation, it's Wesley here. I'm super excited to be part of Rim to River 100 again this year, this time running the race. I'm super pumped up. You know, the Ridge Runners, they've got me finishing fifth place at that race, and that's probably because last year at Kennard Aid Station at mile 26 or so, I said that I would finish fifth place at the race next year, and it's officially that time. You know, the reason I said that back in the day, you know, I think it's because when you're in an environment like Rim to River 100, you kind of see things in a different perspective. And the way that I kind of saw things on that day is that I saw a race that was getting the most out of the runners that day. And I don't think a lot of races have that atmosphere. And that's what excited me most about being a part of the race next year. You know, I think a lot of runners are gonna have incredible days out there. Will I finish fifth place myself? Who knows? But I'm excited for the party. I'm in it for the long haul, and I'm excited to share miles with so many of you this upcoming weekend. We'll see you out on the course.
Thanks for the update, Leslie.
You're welcome.
So Leslie took fifth place at the Shawnee 50 miler in 2019, running 10 hours, 5 minutes on that gnarly Shawnee 50 course that's got 11,000 feet of elevation change.
No idea how that happened.
Almost as much as the Rim to River 100, which has about between 14 and 16,000. He does not have an official 100-mile finish since 2017,
Just like
but
a
he
decade
ran
ago.
100 miles in the Shawnee Forest last summer.
Didn't
In a
happen.
really epic adventure. He also predicted himself finishing fifth on race day in 2020. So I'm glad this one lasted that long.
You know, one thing that Wesley has going for him at this race, like, you know, he loves to talk. I think it's going to really help him out at this race. So shout out to Wesley for going out there and just talking for the last year and a half about how he's going to finish fifth place at this race. You know, Ridge Runners Nation here is going to be pumped up to see him hopefully take home that spot. Fifth place, we've got it going to Wesley Harton. Fourth place, we've got it going to Aaron Kelman from Maryland. You know, he's the best thing to come out of Maryland on the East Coast ultra running scene. You know, the Terrapins aren't really a good football team, but we're pumped that Aaron's going to be out there at this race. You know, he took 9th place at the Grindstone 100 in September, running 23:10.
He's not just an East Coast guy. He made it all the way out to Wyoming for the Sinks Canyon 50K, where he took 9th place, running 5 hours and 46 minutes.
He's got an 11th place finish at the Hellgate 100K in 2020. He's a multi-time finisher of that race as well.
He's also got finishes at Run Rabbit Run, unlike our esteemed host Nick Voss, and the Eastern States 100 mile.
Yeah, I mean, he's a tough East Coast runner. He's going to have an incredible day. Aaron Kelman, we've got you finishing 4th place.
Coming in at 3rd place is Dan Green from Huntington, West Virginia.
Love this pick.
He's one of the elite runners in that running community in Huntington, West Virginia. We highlighted on our live show with the Roman Run co-founders.
You know, he's 24 years old, and you know, is it raining outside? Because he's ready to take the ultra running scene in West Virginia by storm.
He won the Run Wild 20 miler running 2 hours 28 minutes.
He took 4th place at the Kanawha Race 50K running 4:53.
And he's also won the Nashville Running Company's Dark Sky 50 miler. This was in May, running 7 hours and 24 minutes.
You know, we talked about Holly Ann having the highest upside on the women's side. On the men's side, it's Dan Green. He's got the highest upside out of any runner at this race. But we've got you finishing 3rd place.
Coming in 2nd place in the 2021 Rim to River 100 miler for the men's race is going to be Daryl Dorsey.
Good pick here.
And despite a Georgia Death Race DNF this March, he finished 8th at the Capitol Backyard Ultra and 1st at the Miners Lady 8 hour, and of course 4th at last year's inaugural Rim to River 100 miler. And you know, 8th at Capitol Backyard, that is out of the predictions, but couldn't leave him out of this prediction video.
No, I mean, he's definitely deserved to be number 2 in this spot. You know, he actually gave you advice on your running form at the Thurmond Aid Station last year, so you should be perfect for this 100 miler. You know, I'm super excited to see him go out there and absolutely crush this one. Daryl Dorsey, we've got you finishing 2nd place. In taking home the win on the men's side of this year's Rim to River 100, we've got it going to Caleb Bowen, and he won the inaugural Rim to River 100 last year, running 18:23.
Yeah, and I don't think that's anywhere close to as fast as he can run on this course. I think given the right day in the next couple of years, we could see even a low 16-hour performance.
See, I don't care about the next couple of years. This year, I want to know what time is he going to run, Cam?
This year? 16:48:43.
See, I think he's more of a 17:30 runner. But that's just my opinion.
And see, I even gave the seconds, so, you know. One of us is working in exacts. But anyways, Caleb often works in exacts because his worst result on Ultra Signup is 5th place.
Wild.
And this year he won the Kanawha Race 50K leading up to this at 4 hours, 11 minutes in August, including a 2nd place of the Run Wild 20 miler.
Caleb, let's just have an intimate moment here. You know, you and me, you know, you're going to win this race this year. We're super excited to see it. My only regret, personally, is that I'm not going to be there to congratulate you at the finish line like I was last year. We're super excited to see you take home the win at this year's Rim to River 100. Thanks for watching another prediction video. You all know the drill. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't already.
And make sure to tune in tomorrow for our newest episode of Voss Talks. We're going to be talking all things Rim to River 100. Let us know if our predictions were right, if they were wrong. Call into that show, and also let us know what we missed in the long time it's been since we had our last episode of Voss Talks.
It's going to be incredible to hear from Ridge Runner Nation members that are running that race and participating in the Rim to River 100 this year. We're super excited. You know, I'm going to be out there at the race. Cam Wrench is going to be out there at the race. JD3 is going to be out there at the race. 3 out of 4 of our Ridge Runner Nation, Ridge Runner producers are going to be out there. It's going to be an awesome time.
Yeah, we're super excited to be a part of this race in year 2, almost as excited as we were to be part of it.
We're going to do it decade long, right?
Decade long. It's how long it took Bryant to put on this race. You know, we're going to have to be there.
We're going to be there for a decade too.
All right, and y'all know the drill. Make sure to give us a shout if you see it at the race, and we'll see you in the next prediction video.